What's up guys, Smallishbeans here for episode 18, and people have been asking me to show my squad a lot more, so there it is. And I go into a game straight away against this guy, who's got a kind of Premier League team. He's got Conway Jones up front, and I start off the game after about 19-20 minutes by getting a cheap little header. Quite a few boring goals in this episode because I was just trying to win after that massive losing streak. But you see here in the 86th minute, nothing else had happened the whole game. He gets a cross through to a header with Kenway, who scores to make it 1-1 after 86 minutes. Kind of annoying. And then in the 90th minute, he tries and chips my keeper. My keeper manages to push it out, but then he gets a rebound to win it in the 90th minute. Really frustrating for that to happen. It's quite an equal game, but you know, shit happens. You see there the stats, and then I go into a game against this guy's got teams called Man United, and he's got a random mix of players which aren't in Man U. I don't think he's got a single Man U player. He's got a Hulk up front, he's got a Czech in goal, Pedro left wing, and I start off the game after 2 minutes by getting a header with Afalai, who scores that, and in the 45th minute he passes it out to Yunku, who just puts it in to make it 2-0, and then he boots it out and rage quits before it can go out to give me the 2-0 win. Kind of annoying that he rage quit, but shit happens. And after that, sorry, just a little burp, that I go into another game. This time I get up against a guy who's got 26 chemistry and a 2.5-star team. The matchmaking on FIFA is terrible, to be honest. It just makes no sense sometimes. Like, I get up against people with 5-star, 100 chemistry teams with like 86 attack, 83 midfield, and 87 defense or something ridiculous. But this guy's got like silver players up front, out of formation and out of position, and start off with Hamdawi just running through in the 10th minute and just blasting it into the right side of the net to make it 1-0. Then in the 28th minute, get a bit lucky with the defending there. He messes it up, and I score with Hamdawi again to make it 2-0. And then he plays the whole game, but in the 82nd minute he rage quits. Kind of weird to go that far then rage quit when I'm not sure why, but you know, let's get on with it. Another rage quit. It's kind of annoying when people rage quit. It's a really bad system, to be honest, that you don't get the win but they get the loss. I don't get that, and it's stupid. Sometimes goals don't count as well. It pisses me off because I think they need to change that in FIFA 12 because it's a bit stupid. We bring Dirk back on this one, and this was a really boring game. Normally the ones I play in the rain are really boring. I just can't do well, and then I get another header there in the 36th minute to make it 2-0, and that was how it ended. Another really boring game, sorry about that. But the game near the end of this episode is actually really good. I'm not sure if it's the next one or not. 771 coins, and we go, and I think I actually buy myself a left back, but I forgot to show it. It's not here, it's the game after. I buy a silver left back. There's no decent left backs in the Dutch league, if you didn't realise. There's silver is the best player, and there's one that's a silver player, goes for about 4k, and it's kind of annoying. But this guy's got a kind of English Premier League team with a Neuer at the back, mix of random players, and Lenz crosses it into Hamdawi in the 35th minute and scores, and that's how that one ended. Really another boring game. I was just trying to get the wins, and here you see I buy the left back, just a 67. He's got an okay pace, but just needed someone to replace that bronze guy and get some better chemistry. And I go into a game against this guy who's got an Ilano, a few random mixes of players, and this was a good game. This is like I needed this. Pass it through to Kaut there, who just runs it down and passes it back to Hamdawi. First touch, finesses it in, 1-0 after 4 minutes. And then he passes it out to Kaut, who's just not going to miss that in the 10th minute or 9th minute and scores. And then you see here I get a penalty. He slides out Kaut or someone, and I put him on it. Kaut, that is, and he goes the right way, but it just goes just over his keeper to make it 3-0. 14th minute, Kaut gets through again and blasts it in to make it 4-0. Then he gets a run down the wing with Vargas, who passes it to Altidore, who just runs through, and I think he passes it across to, oh no, he finesses it in. Epic X shots in the 29th minute to score. Then in the 45th minute, I get kind of a lucky run with Kaut. Bit of a roulette there, or Maradona turn, and I finesse it in with Hamdawi to make it 5-1. 69th or 70th minute, I score again to make it 6-1, and then I get a free kick just outside the box, put Janssen on it. I think this is the first free kick I score. You see here, it's quite a nice free kick. I think it's the first I've scored in this series, I'm not sure. And that's how the game ended, 7-1. Needed that, hadn't had a good win like that in a while. You see there, I had 33 chances and 21 shots on target. That was ridiculous. And then I go into a game after that against this guy who's got a kind of random mix of players. He's got Benzema and an Henry up front, Malouda in left mid, and he was pretty good. And you see here, he gets a really random ball through to Benzema. He manages to do an incredible cross, and Henry manages to score that. I was not expecting that to happen. I was just letting the ball run out. I was kind of annoyed when that happened, but then Juncker gets a header in the 27th minute to equalise. Then Benzema passes it through to Henry, and my defence just can't cope with anyone who's slightly fast pace, and passes it across to Benzema, who scores, gets a free kick, I can't remember how, on the outside of the box. Malouda crosses it in, Benzema headers it in to make it 3-1 to him. Going downhill again, but then in the second half, Wijnaldum, I think that's how it's pronounced, to Juncker, who passes it through to Hamdawi, who just scores. Simple P roll along the ground. Then in the 79th minute or something, just a little bit of dribbling there with Wijnaldum, Suarez to Juncker, who, and I think I just tramp it. Oh no, I get another P roller with Juncker on his left foot, and that may get 3-3. And it goes into extra time and penalties. And he gets a run in the late of the first half of extra time and just passes it across to Benzema, who tramps it in. It is a tramp, sorry if you get offended by me saying a tramp, but pass across, tramp, doesn't matter. Then I go to the other end, manages to dribble it past his defender, and then I tramp it also, just because I wanted to get back in there and get in the win. And then it goes on to penalties, and you see here, he saves my first penalty, and I think I save his there. But I score, he scores, I score, then he scores. Sorry, I just sped it up because it's quite boring. And this is coming towards the end of the episode, guys. You see here, I had to score this to win, and I actually didn't. He saved it. But that's the end of the episode, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching. A like as always is appreciated. Goodbye.